Purple Prince, back this time for Capricorn. I do read for the collective, so that means all of it may resonate, some of it may resonate, or none of it may resonate. And if none of it resonates, that just means this reading's not for you at this time. I also read with intuition, so I read what I pick up and feel within the cards and the pictures. If any of you are wondering, I'm using the Steampunk Tarot. If any of you are watching, do like the way I read and the way I get the message across. If you could like and subscribe, that would be appreciated. And if any of you are watching would ever like to ever send me any cards to keep my readings new and fresh, I will have a wish list linked in the description below. With that said, let's find out what's going on for Capricorn. What's going on for Capricorn? 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 Okay, so there's a situation right now where you're having to kind of look at things differently and kind of be the bigger person. It's like you've had to get in the middle of a situation that's been pinning you down and weighing you down, and you haven't really wanted to It's like it's been literally holding you down for so long that you have just got fed up, and you've kind of got in the middle and just said, you know what, enough is enough, and I'm not putting up with this no more. And at the end of now, it's like it's literally been a waiting game. You've been sitting back and let things brew in, and you have just let it sit for so long that it's got out of hand, and now you've kind of had to stop fooling yourself, and you've kind of had to like weigh the options of not getting involved and getting involved, and you've had to get involved because it's kind of been out of balance. And that's the thing, you've kind of now tipped the scales back in your favour. And that's the thing, you're now kind of having to be the common denominator of kind of guiding this situation forward and kind of helping it move smoothly and getting things back to order. So I want to get some guidance and advice. This has been a nice little quick reading, plain and easy. So let's just get some guidance and advice and keep on moving forward. Seems like you're doing the right thing. We love a good quick reading, quick sharp message. Sometimes that's all it needs, or sometimes that's all you need. So, oh, definitely flew at me there. So what I do want to say as a little bit of advice, don't get a bit too headstrong, as in thinking you're better than everyone else just because this has worked in your favour, because I'm not saying you are, but some people get to a point where they are able to diffuse the situation. They're like, I did that all by myself. Don't get into that sort of character. Don't get weaved into that sort of persona. You kind of just need to have this charisma and kind of like whole round collective attitude, where you've managed to diffuse the situation, and you're kind of confident that you know how to diffuse situations, but don't let it kind of fuel your ego, if that makes sense. Kind of sit back and be like, that's that, now carry on with your day, and if someone comes forward and needs your help, then help them. It's okay for you to look at people struggling through stuff. Just don't pick the first thing off the shelf that looks good to you, if that makes sense. Kind of don't look for an open seat and sit in it and think that that's a seat for you. Like, don't look at arguments and be like, well, I can just deal with that. Don't. Kind of, you doing this and having to step in is kind of still new territory to you. So kind of, you've kind of balanced things out. So now leave it balanced. Let it just sit in the water and let it just let it sit for a while, and kind of, you can reminisce on what you've done, but don't kind of think it's don't think it's the key for everything, because a lot of this is new, and yes, it may seem like a good idea sometimes. Don't let it be your... Don't let always the new things be your first like protocol. Don't fix something that isn't broken. If you had an old system in play for so long, go to that before you go to something new, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm getting for Capricorn. Thanks for watching.